What's up, swag gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Lauren, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to react to some Madden news, man. Huge Madden 22 news, man. Community is fed up, bro. Look, man, I'm a little mad too, bro, with the Madden, man. I usually don't do Madden, you guys. I usually don't do, a lot of reactions with Madden and stuff like that, you guys. But let me know down below if you guys still want me to do, Madden reactions about, about the game and stuff like that. And also 2K. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys love when I do Madden. When I play Madden, when I stream Madden. So I'm gonna just keep going on with it, man. But look, man, let's check it out, man. Shout out to Eric Weeder.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Eric Ray with the back here with the latest Madden 22 news. We've got multiple things to talk about today, and we had some huge news that broke just a little bit earlier today that we will get into a little bit later in the video that's going to upset a lot of people. EA is at it again, and we're going to break it all down. Now, if you are new to the channel, of course, as always, make sure to subscribe, turn the bell icon on if you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Madden 22 news and future video games like the new college football game that's coming soon, the new 2K game that's coming soon, and more. So the first bit of news that actually happened a little bit ago, the creative director of Madden has actually left EA Sports for another game company. Mike Young, who has been the creative director for Madden for some years now, most known for bringing things like Long Shot to the game and kind of the leader behind the Face of the Franchise game mode, which, let's be honest, a lot of people didn't really care that much for Long Shot or Face of the Franchise. People want a good career mode, something more like the old school Superstar mode or something more similar to what 2K has with My Career. And Long Shot and Face of the Franchise just didn't really serve the community the way the community wanted. And not only that, it's been a mess. It hasn't really been good. There really hasn't been many good things to say about it. So, some people might be happy to see him move on because the big things that he brought to the game, I think a lot of people, at least the hardcore community, didn't really like. And, maybe some of the casual guys liked it and that brought them to the game. But he's gone and he's moved on. So that means there's going to be some big changes with the Madden franchise. There's going to be new leadership in place to a certain degree. Obviously, there's still people above the creative director that pulls a lot of the strings, but the creative director is an important piece for the direction of the game, and that's going to be a new guy. I don't know who that is yet or if somebody's in that place yet, but we could see some big changes coming to Madden, good or bad, just based on the fact that there is going to be new leadership and people probably moving around to different positions. Now, we've got some more big news to get into, but really quickly, let's hear a word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Auctions of Champions, the fastest growing sports auction house in the country. I love me some sports memorabilia, and right now, Auctions of Champions has a big that was revealed earlier today that we'll get into in just a minute. But before we get into that, I do want to let you know that next week you should be expecting the next big update, the December title update. Technically, it could drop at the end of this week, but usually they drop updates like on Monday or Tuesday. So I would expect early next week to see the next big title update for the game. This should be the update that finally gives us the new Superstar and X Factor players. They're very behind on that, in my opinion, because it's December and they still have not updated that yet. They're behind on quite a few things, much like they were for Madden 21. There's obviously going to be some gameplay changes. There's still a lot of bugs in the game, both in different modes with gameplay that I'm sure is going to get patched, tweaked, adjust. Potentially some new content in the game, but probably nothing too crazy. Now let's talk about the big news that dropped earlier today that's got a lot of people in the community up in arms. If you've heard about it already, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't heard already, you're about to find out. So Sports Gamers Online actually dropped a bomb earlier today. They dropped an article with some important information as it regards to the future of Madden 22 and franchise mode. Now, of course, I will have their stuff linked below in the description, their article. I believe they probably at this point have put a video up on it as well. So, go show them some love because they did break this news as far as I'm aware of. So basically, I'm going to read what they put on their site here. And it says, if you've been patiently or impatiently waiting for the next major updates in franchise mode for Madden 22, you may want to sit down for this. The updates are not coming. Basically, EA has canceled all of the future Madden 22 franchise updates. Now, yes, they did deliver the scouting overhaul. That was the first big update. But just like for Madden 21, they were supposed to have 3 post-launch title updates focused just at franchise mode. Now, I think most of us knew that after the scouting overhaul, that was going to be the big and
also, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, the next gen is hard as hell, bro. If you got a PS5, bro, playing Madden is kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually glad I still got a PS4, and I'm gonna keep my PS4 till that shit just ends, till it dies, till it stops working. Cause bro, PS5, bro, and with the new Madden, man, it's so hard, bro. It's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. Like play calling, everything like that, bro. Like I like doing, the normal thing, bro. The next gen is so much harder. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can play it. I played it before, but it's just annoying.
Most important one. They were going to have a couple of other ones that were probably going to be smaller things. There wasn't going to be anything big or overhaul, but there should have been some tweaks. There should have been some smaller things implemented, just like they did for Madden 21 after the uproar of how far behind franchise mode has been.
Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year with YouTube TV. Try it free.
Goodbye, teeth stains. Try our best whitening toothpaste ever, Colgate Optic White Renewal.
Well, they've canned that for this year, and one of the main reasons for that is because they've taken a lot of the developers off of Madden, specifically in franchise mode, and have moved them over to the new college football game that they are developing. It says here in the article, according to sources close to the game's development, EA Sports has made the decision to cancel the plans for the remaining 2 large in-season updates for the mode. This comes just under 2 months since the game's scouting update, the first of 3 planned feature improvements to the mode, was released to everyone. The decision was made to cut the plans after moving a portion of the Madden development team over to the EA Sports college football game that's currently in development. Because of the staff movement, EA Sports decided to put more focus on Madden towards year-over-year development. Now, year-over-year development, realistically, is what they should be doing every year, not only just for franchise, but for the whole game. But what they tend to do and what they tend to sell us is that, hey, we've done as much as we can do up until release, but hey, don't worry, Madden is a live service, and we're going to give you all these updates and different things throughout the year, which in my opinion, I wasn't really that against it because I said, well, at least you can get new things throughout the year. The game that you bought continues to get updated, and I don't think that's a bad thing, but a lot of people said, no, just put everything in at launch or as much as you can and put more in at launch so you don't have to update it throughout the year. Well, that's not what they've been doing for the past few years, and they've been selling us live service, and granted, they have been giving us some of that live service. They have been giving us some of these updates, but they've been failing on some other ones. Last year in Madden 21, they didn't give us really any post-launch playbook updates. They didn't do much with equipment like they alluded to. They only updated the X Factor and Superstar players once, when the year before they said the plan every year was to update them 3 to 4 times throughout the year. Now we're in Madden 22, and already the remaining franchise updates have been canceled. We still don't have a Superstar or X Factor update. We don't have much other updates that were already promised. We haven't had any updates to modes like MUT Draft. There haven't been any player pool updates there. Yes, the Yard's gotten a few things. Ultimate Team's, of course, gotten some of their regular updates. We did get the one big franchise update. We did get some new equipment, but it seems like they're already focused to Madden 23 and to college football. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for college football. I figured they would pull some people off of Madden to work on the college football game, but if that's the case, you should probably bring some more people over to Madden, because Madden is still a live game. It's still a living, breathing thing with plenty of problems. Franchise mode, to my knowledge, I don't play it, but people have been commenting about how, the franchises crash a lot, and at any point, any league can pretty much just go belly up because of the different problems and issues that it's having. 32-man draft leagues, get stuck in the draft, or they can't quite complete the leagues. Or I'm not 100% sure because I don't play it, but just from what I've gathered from comments, it sounds like franchise has a lot of bugs as usual. Me, I'm more of a gameplay guy, and I can tell you gameplay right now, there's a couple of things that are extremely broken that have just been broken all year, and to hear that they're moving people away onto college football, it makes me think, well, if franchise mode is getting left behind, is gameplay and some of these other things going to be on the back burner as well? Because truthfully, there's certain things that have not been fixed that should have been fixed by now for multiple areas of the game, and there's still issues. Continuing on in the article from SGO here, it says, after reaching out to various personnel, there isn't a lot of happiness within EA Sports development team at the moment. Many know how the decision is going to be viewed by the community, especially after another rocky launch. The company had spent all summer talking about Madden 22 being viewed and treated as a live service with its updates, just to have it be all for naught. And that's really the interesting thing here, is it sounds like, from what I've gathered, because I've reached out to a couple people at EA to try to get some clarification on things, and it sounds like, both from this article and from what I've gathered, the developers are not very happy about this, and this may be part of the reason why Mike Young left not that long ago. I mean, it hasn't really been a big story that's been talked about, but the creative director, a guy that is kind of more of a franchise guy, he's, did the, like I said, face of the franchise, long shot, the story elements, he tried to usher all that in, even if it didn't go over well. his head was somewhat in the right place of, hey, the single player modes and, kind of creating your story, franchise elements. His head was in the right place with that type of stuff. And if we're, multiple years into what's supposed to be a revamp of franchise mode and they're already canceling these updates, that could have maybe weighed in of, his decision to move on to another company. The same reason Rex left a few years ago, but more from the gameplay side of things. These developers and some of these directors, they know what needs to be done. They want to implement things. They want to rebuild, retool. They want to bring back some of the good old stuff. They want to do things the right way, but the people that make the decisions above their head, like saying, hey, we're going to pull you off of this and put you on college football and kind of just let Madden kind of be on the back burner for a little bit. Those are the ones that kind of frustrate the developers because the developers only have so much say, and that's why I think you see so much turnover at a lot of these game companies, especially EA Sports, because they get frustrated. They're the ones who usually kind of feel similar to us as it pertains to a lot of these things. They want to work on these things and make them better, but they're getting pulled off and said, no, go work on this instead. So while I'm happy to hear that college football, development is underway, they make enough money where they should be bringing more people.
So they basically just want to let us just play this game, and we got to wait till the new one drop, basically. Like, damn, bro, I got to keep giving us updates, man.
In to make sure Madden is the best product possible, because over the last few years, it simply has not been that. And to see that they're canceling, updates that were promised, that they sold to all of us. They said, live service, we're going to update this stuff. Hey, if you're a franchise guy, don't worry. You're going to get these 3 post-launch updates, and you only get 1. That's false advertisement. So they kind of deserve, as a company, any backlash they get from this, because they sold people something, and now they're pulling back on it. So let me know what you guys think below. This is honestly pretty crazy, a pretty big deal. Something that I don't think a single person is going to be happy with. So
I feel like Madden need to fix their damn game. Madden need to fix their damn game ASAP, bro. That's it. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. We're the Team K.